Imagine checking your bank account one day and seeing purchases you never made or a credit card opened in your name that you never opened. Unfortunately, you might be a victim to identity theft. Identity theft is a serious and growing problem, but understanding its causes can help us take steps to protect ourselves. Today, I'm going to be going over the problems, causes, and solutions of identity theft and a couple ways that you can help prevent it for yourself. First, I'm going to be talking about the problems. Identity theft is a very common problem. My first article comes from the Federal Trade Commission, published on March 10th, 2025. This article describes how around 1.1 million plus people reported identity thefts in 2024. This shows how widespread and serious identity theft is and how common it is. It can happen anywhere, online and in person. It can happen online because everything online stores information for forever, pretty much. If you give your information to a website, most likely than not, they're gonna keep that information until you delete your account or whatever with them. And even then, the information could still be stored. Now imagine hackers that are looking to take advantage of people that put their information online to websites or anywhere in general. They're gonna take advantage of you and take all your information, including your full name, date of birth, social security number, addresses, phone numbers, and if you've even linked relatives to this, they could steal their information too, just as easy. My second article comes from the Associated Press, published on October 18th, 2023. This article describes how identity theft scams increased after disasters and emergencies. Criminals impersonate government agencies. Now imagine your house gets blown away by a tornado or completely destroyed by a hurricane. You're more likely than not going to reach out for help. Sometimes the help will come to you, but you have to make sure that it is reliable. A lot of scammers will try to impersonate people that are trying to help you, such as government agencies or insurance companies. And what they'll actually do is have you give them all your information, and then once they say that they're gonna help you, they're gonna steal everything. They're gonna steal, all your credit. They're gonna steal all your money. They're gonna steal all your information. They could even sell your information to other scammers. There's multiple things that could happen to you. This is why when emergencies and disasters happen, it is best to stay calm, stay collected, do your research, and find out what is actually helpful for you. Scammers target people when they are already vulnerable because it's much easier for them. Next, I'm going to be going over the causes. What causes identity theft? My first article is from Thomas Reuters, published on May 3rd, 2024. This article describes how data breaches, AI, and sophisticated cyber attacks help criminals steal personal information. Data breaches can happen anywhere. It can happen in hospitals. It could even happen in your employer. If someone hacks into into the big system database, they have access to all these people that have ever put their information into that one database. AI is also used to do voiceovers to impersonate people that you think you could trust and that you care about, and what they'll do is steal your information from you. New technology makes identity theft easier and more advanced than ever before. My next article comes from Reuters, published on March 28th, 2024. This article describes how scammers trick people into giving their social security number, banking information, all through text, calls, and emails. What these people will do is they'll try to impersonate banks or just anyone in general, and they'll give you a call or they'll send you an email, and it'll look very legit. It'll look like a regular banking website that you use, but in reality what they're doing is they're making you put in all your information, and they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to steal it. They're going to steal it and they're going to sell it. They're going to use it for themselves. They're going to open up accounts in your name. There's so many things that they could do with it. Manipulation causes victims to voluntarily reveal their own sensitive information. So just be vigilant and aware where you're sending your information to. Next, I'm going to be going over the solutions for identity theft. My first article for solutions comes from the National Cybersecurity Alliance, published on June 25th, 2024. This article tells people to freeze their credit, report to the police, use multi-factor authentication, change your passwords, and to monitor your accounts. So what I need you guys to do right now after you watch this video is to go ahead and just open all of your accounts. Make sure that everything looks fine. Don't, just, if anything looks suspicious, go ahead and double check it, triple check it. If you see that some purchases you've never made, go ahead and freeze your account right away, then call your bank and see find out what's going on. If you are suspected that your account has gotten hacked or that your information has been leaked, go ahead and change your password too. What you could do after changing your password is set up a multi-factor authentication, which what they'll actually do is they're gonna send a confirmation like via text, or they're gonna call you to make sure that it's you trying to log into your account. A lot of times now, if someone tries to log into your email even, it'll send you a confirmation to see if this was you that logged in or someone random. Acting quickly limits damage and prevents additional fraud. My last article comes from the Identity Theft Resource Center, published on June 24th, 2025. This article recognizes impersonation scams. This article tells you to recognize impersonation scams and to not share your information with unverified contacts, and to also monitor your accounts and report it for suspicious activity. Awareness and prevention can reduce the chance of becoming a victim. Now that I've gone over the problems, causes, and solutions, I'm gonna just go over with you just the basics again. What you need to do is to recognize that identity theft is a widespread and common problem. Technology impersonations are ever growing, and so is the scams. It can happen to anyone. People need to take steps to protect themselves. Understanding how identity theft happens and taking preventive action can reduce your risk. Your personal information is valuable. Protect it before someone takes advantage of you. Thank you.